Okay, Todd Cirillo was born of bastard lineage. He has many books and misdemeanors. His latest book is Disposable Darlings, Roadside Press, March 2024, which we're all gonna buy. Others include Sucker's Paradise, Burning the Evidence, Roxy, 3 for the Road, Kisses from a Straight Razor. He is co-founder and editor of 6 Foot Swells Press, and his poems have appeared in numerous national and international literary journals, magazines, and on cocktail napkins everywhere. Todd lives in New Orleans, Louisiana, where he seeks out shiny moments and strange wisdom. He can be found at toddcirillo.com. Let's give it up for Todd.
Let's see. Talk amongst yourselves. How amazing that all the beautiful people showed up this evening. How's everyone feeling? Yeah, I like that. I like that. If you do want any books, I might have some. I also trade probably for a Modelo or 2, something like that. But we can make something happen. We gotta get the words out there. It'll really help me if you like what you hear. Let me know. I like an interactive audience. If you don't like what you hear, be louder than the ones who like what you hear. All right? Do you know that feeling? You know that feeling when a relationship reaches a point where you just smile at the ease and comfort of it all? When conversations come easily and you talk all the time about the weather, the news of the day, the state of the country, places to go and see, what to add to your grocery list, books you're reading, or dumb jokes you tell one another that aren't necessarily funny, but you laugh anyway because you just appreciate the effort. You find ways in which you compliment one another, like one is better at math or spelling, and the other plays the perfect music when cooking. That is not to say there are no challenging times or breakdowns in communication where you can go a day or 2 without being able to speak to each other. And I've heard that in every relationship there are times when you have to simply take a break and recharge. But that's when the reliability and comfort comes in. They say it takes time to get to that point. However, they also say at other times it just happens instantly. And that is how my latest relationship began. I met her online. It seems the only option these days. I have not introduced her to many of my close friends yet. A few have met her, but we're still figuring one another out. How to respond to one another, how to make it work. Though I'm optimistic because it already feels comfortable. My favorite part, though, are those slow-moving mornings when my arm rests under the cool side of the pillow and birds make bird sounds in the courtyard just beyond the windows. And she greets me with, "Good morning, Todd." And I like how she enunciates my name and that she is there. So I turn in the bed to greet her as well. "Good morning, Alexa. What is the weather like today?" The ones who clap the loudest are the ones who talk to her all the time. The idiot. Sitting, waiting for you. I fidget, I wait, I sit. I get a glass, I drink. I drink more. The door opens, the door closes. I look every time. I read the beer signs and the chalkboard specials many times. I fidget, I wait, I sit. I drink and I drink more. When the place empties out and the evening is done, I look at my phone again and still wonder if I've missed your call. That was for those who showed up to a date that no one showed up. It was not a mutual thing. Old lovers. We are ashes touching one another to see if anything still burns underneath. Yeah. Everything I write's a love poem, even this next one. The luckiest night ever. Now, because of that reaction, it ain't that lucky. When my best friend and I are together, we drink Pabst Blue Ribbon. We enjoy the PBR game tremendously, like kids playing kickball. The game goes like this. Under each bottle cap is a number and a suit, as in a deck of cards. The bartender twists the cap off and offers the drinker a chance to guess with the prospect of winning a free Pabst Blue Ribbon. On this night, my best friend guessed the first bottle cap correctly, 8 of clubs, thus celebrating with a free Pabst Blue Ribbon. Upon guessing the winning beer, he won again, 10 of hearts, 2 free Pabst Blue Ribbons. It was as good to us as winning the lottery. In fact, we had made plans to keep this lucky streak rolling, that we would buy lottery tickets later that evening. It was a sure thing. We shouted, we backslapped. The bartender told us she had never seen anyone get 2 in a row. It was the luckiest night ever. After hours of trying to double our modest winnings, continuing to play the PBR game, we woke up hungover and broke, remembering we never got around to buying that lucky lotto ticket, but shrugged it off, feeling good enough to let someone else feel what it's like to be a winner. That was a true story at the Aaron Rose. It legit happened. Everything I write is true, whether you believe it or not.
Fuck yeah, Todd!
Fuck yeah, Todd. I'm gonna get a t-shirt made. That's gonna be my publicity for my new book, Disposable Darlings. Fuck yeah, Todd. I'll cut you in on the rewards. The coldest day in New Orleans. Who remembers this? January 18th, 2018.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
6 years ago to the day yesterday. The city is shut down due to ice and frigid cold, but the bars are still open, and the hot drinks are served while the Mississippi flows unbothered to the Gulf. We walk arm in arm to see the frozen sights in this city. It is your first time. 6 hours in, at the river, I say that I love you. Simple as that. No matter how complicated it makes your life or mine. It was waiting to be said. The words sitting between us, just beneath my busted ribcage and your cheating heart. To be cracked open like a favorite book or a bottle and brought into existence. The two of us shivering together on the coldest day in New Orleans, holding the heat tight between us, frozen together in that moment. The invitation. She walked into the bar. I offered her my seat. She turned me down. I like to get that part out of the way first. Modern love. It appeared on my phone, a brief but direct notification. Someone likes me. I opened the app to see who it was. I looked at her pics, read her profile. She likes snorkeling, kayaking, hammocks, and doesn't have any kids. I continue to scroll down, feeling good, thinking, I like snorkeling, kayaking, own a hammock, and have no kids. I could feel my heart do that thing it does when excited. Not stop beating, but a definite skip. Anticipation was building, like when you get the first 2 numbers on a lottery ticket. I scrolled some more. At the very bottom, saving the best for last, she wrote, no crazy exes. Ever the gentleman, I swiped left. Today's special. The couple at the table stares out in opposite directions, holding different thoughts, or maybe the same thought, waiting on their giant lunch combo of fried chicken, sweet potato fries, and fried pickles, which arrived from a burnt waitress, decades in this place, thick with grease-fired dreams and over-easy disappointments. The smells of the South follow from the kitchen to table. The plate is overflowing as each grab a piece and eat. They stare silently out the window, down the road, while everything right in front of them disappears with each bite. That's a restaurant in West Weevil. So if y'all go, Julio's is great, but you'll see them there. Every once in a while, I just have to prove that I'm more than a broken hearts and booze writer. And so how did I do on that one?
Good. Like it.
Okay. Here's a booze poem. Something new. After I finish, this is actually the Black Penny. Something new. True story. After I finished my drink, I looked down the bar and noticed the girl in a white dress, much jewelry, big purse, drinking champagne on a Saturday afternoon. The boyfriend, in Dockers, shirt tucked in, has an empty glass in front of him. The male bartender asks him, "Would you like another?" She interjects, "No, he's fine," and goes outside to chat with other well-dressed friends. After a couple minutes, the gorgeous girl bartender strolls over, throws her long hair back, leans far across the bar to ask him, "So what are you having, darling?" "Whiskey and Coke," he replies without missing a beat. Soon the champagne girlfriend comes in for a refill and asks him, "Where did that drink come from?" He looks my way and says, "That guy was nice enough to buy me one." And I dutifully play along, telling her, "Yep, he looked like he had a thirst for something new," and toasted them both. Any religious people in here tonight? I'm known for my religious poetry, and here it comes. Faith, the day of my religious conversion, you walked out the door for good. I knew at that moment there was a God. Takes you a moment, huh? Yeah, takes you a moment. Who knows Lawrence Ferlinghetti in here? All right. So this is for old Lawrence from City Lights. He lived to be 101 years old. Anyways, Lawrence Ferlinghetti is smiling. The poet and publisher Lawrence Ferlinghetti has died. 101 years of stories, 1 in a million moments, and memories stored in his Coney Island mind. Gone with him, forever lost. A chapter has ended, and for the literary world, it is sadness. But I bet he's smiling, considering it a respite from 68 long years of opening the Daily Mail to terrible poets sending him their best bad poetry with handwritten notes howling to him how they are the next big thing.
Love it.
Riding giants. Each new love affair is like standing in front of a 50-foot wave. It looked doable from shore. My best friend for Tobe, same dude who caught those on the PBRs. My best friend. I felt the vibration, looked down, and saw he was calling me, on the phone no less. No text, no email, no quick Facebook comment. A real person-to-person connection. We can go months without actually speaking. He hates talking on the phone. I answer quickly, "What's happening, my man?" Nothing, only faraway voices mumbling amid background noises. I try again, one last time. Same, I hang up. I text him, "Hey, "Hey, brother, you must have butt dialed me." A response came quickly. "No butt dialing, buddy. The phone was in my front pocket." And that sums up my best friend, a truly talented dick. All right. Last one. True story. See if y'all relate to this in any way, shape, or form. I do have some books if anyone wants any, especially after this. A New Orleans compliment. I was trying to be clever while she was just being thoughtful. She said she describes me to her friends as kind and genuinely happy. Something about that didn't quite cover it for me. So I smiled confidently and said, "Don't forget ruggedly handsome." She laughed, touched my cheek, and reminded me, "It would be difficult to describe you that way, because I've seen you in tutus and red spaghetti-straped dresses full of glitter and wrapped in feather boas, wearing a huge smile on a disturbingly regular basis." And I smiled again, feeling oh so pretty.